When harness racing is in your blood, even if you stray to another profession like trainer Megan Roberts did for a little while, being a part of the Standardbred sport is non-negotiable. There's just something about the love for horses that seems to pull you back to the track.
I got into harness racing through my family. My dad started harness racing when he was about 18 years old, and he just made it into a business, and everybody was in it. Mom was in it, my brother, me, and it's just kind of something natural to fall into.
Her father, Bib Roberts, is a well-respected veteran horseman who taught Megan the ropes. She admits that getting knowledge about the basics and working her way up with her dad by her side was the best way to learn the essentials of great horsemanship.
When I was younger, we used to go to the barn and clean stalls and, take care of the horses, learning everything from top to bottom. So it was real good to work with the family and stuff, doing all the stuff you're supposed to learn before you get into training horses.
There was a time, however, when Megan veered off and tried a different profession. Although eventually her passion to be in the barn was too great to be ignored.
When I got out of high school, my parents wanted me to go get a degree, so I went to X-ray school and got a degree in MRI. And I did MRI for 16 years, on and off. Worked with a lot of different people for 16 years. I think I had had enough. So the right time came along where Dad needed help and I was ready for something new. So I literally just up and quit one day and started working for Dad again. And then it just progressed from there.
Megan began training in 2015, and her primary driver is her sibling, John Roberts, who has over 4,000 wins to his credit. So how is it to have your big brother out there steering your horses?
I feel like that's a loaded question. It's good because he knows our horses very well. He knows exactly how they race and what works for them and what doesn't work for them. And then, sometimes there's a lot of criticism that comes with that. So I guess it's like, it's good on some parts and bad on other parts.
And for anyone who's worked around horses, there always seems to be that one who steals your heart. When we asked Megan who it was, there was no hesitation.
So my favorite horse, I think everyone knows who my favorite horse is, and it's Judge Bob. He was bred on our farm. I was the first one to ever touch him. We had to pick him up and carry him back to the barn because his legs were so long, couldn't even walk. He was the first baby that I ever broke from start to finish, and he's the most successful one that I've had.
Judge Bob on the outside. Judge Bob, Miracle Divvy, it's Judge Bob in front.
They turn for home. It's Judge Bob. Lucky competitor trying to sneak up the inside, but the gavel's in hand and the judge has spoken. Judge Bob in front.
Looses Judge Bob down the passing lane, coming through the stretch, embrace the grind with Judge Bob. They come toward the wire, embrace the grind, Judge Bob, Judge Bob. Judge Bob gets the lead.
He's an open trotter now, and he's my child. So I didn't own him at first, and I made it a point to make sure I owned him. So he's never leaving.
Having a career in this sport isn't for everyone. When caring for these big, beautiful athletes, it's extremely demanding with long hours. So does Megan have any second thoughts about her decision to pursue training a stable over a regular 9-to-5 gig?
No regrets. No regrets whatsoever. I know it's 7 days a week, 24/7, 365, whatever anybody wants to say, but I wouldn't change it for anything. I think from the time I was able to know that I wanted to be doing the horses forever, it's just, I've always wanted to do it. So it's just easy. It comes to you easy. You get up in the morning, you go to the barn, you come to the races. It's an everyday thing. You just knew you were going to do it. I grew up in the sport. It was part of our lifestyle. It's how our family made their living. You just come to love the animals, and seeing all the progress that you can make with some of them, it's really rewarding. It's something that we have always done, and I've always had a love for racing and the horses.